Hi, this is John Bruce of LILIN Americas. I'm here in LILIN's US headquarters testing out our new temperature measuring camera. Let's talk about it. So let's go ahead and get started by showing you what actually comes in the box. So right now I'm going to be unboxing the P3T6522E2-F. So this is a temperature measuring camera. The -F is what lets us know that this actually has face detection as well. And we'll get into why that's important. So we have a small bag of accessories that has the Allen key as well as some screws. We're going to need that in just a minute. We also have with each one of these cameras a tripod adapter. So I'm going to go ahead and get that attached to the camera as well. And then of course we have the camera itself. So first things first, let's go ahead and get the base attached to the tripod adapter. So we remove the base and then we use the pre-drilled holes and the provided Phillips head screws to get those two tightened together to one another. And then we take that base and we feed the camera's pigtail through the pre-cut holes, and then we simply retighten the set screw to keep that base firmly in place. We then take our tripod and simply screw it into the available hole at the bottom of the tripod adapter. So let's quickly go over a couple of important setup parameters. First, this camera is intended only for indoor use. It is not meant to be used outdoors or in direct sunlight. Second, we want to make sure that when we're reading temperatures that we're within a controlled temperature environment where the temperature is between 68 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 24 Celsius. And we want to make sure that the environmental humidity in our environment is between 10 to 60%. Finally, it's important to make sure that the camera is mounted high enough. Ideally, we want this camera to be on top of a tripod or similar structure mounted at least 6 feet or 200 centimeters above the ground, where the subject's forehead is going to come within 50 to 80 centimeters from the camera's lens and sensor. With all of these setup parameters being followed and taken into consideration, we're ready to begin reading temperatures. So here we can see the camera's web interface, and I'm using this camera as a standalone unit. So I enter the frame, I stand still for about 3 to 5 seconds to allow the camera to get a good read, and then I exit the frame. In order to simulate what would happen if a person with an elevated temperature enters the frame, I go ahead and I use my hot coffee cup here to heat up the temperature of the surface skin on my face, and then I stand in front of the camera and you can see that it is now reading an elevated temperature. Some of you may already be familiar with some solutions that exist in the market already, where there is a black body in the background that is used sort of to calibrate the camera's temperature reading capabilities. Our camera actually doesn't make use of a black body in the background. That's because we allow for manual adjustment of the temperature calibration. So I'll go ahead and show you how to get that done here. So again, we log into the camera's web interface. We click on the Setup button up in the upper right-hand corner. And then toward the upper middle, there's a button called Smart Event. We click here, and then the bottom left, we click Temperature Detection. And you'll notice that near the bottom, there's actually a grid of 12 by 16 pixels showing different temperature readings. That's actually the readings coming off of the thermopile sensor in the camera, which is then overlaid to the image. This is how we get temperature readings from different sectors of the image when we're actually reading temperatures. Toward the bottom here, we can actually see a field for calibration. So we can go ahead and enter a plus or minus number and then submit. And then we can see each of the thermopile sectors adjust up or down based on what we've entered to the calibration field. As a best practice, we recommend that you use an infrared thermometer or some other similar FDA-approved device to scan the subject's head and then use that to inform what you enter into the calibration field. In addition to the standalone temperature measuring camera as we've shown in this video, LILIN also offers 2 other solutions, including a 4-channel PoE NVR in order to record up to 4 of these temperature sensing cameras, as well as a mask detection AI server that can be paired with the camera so you can get temperature scans as well as a read on whether or not each subject is wearing a mask properly. Please be on the lookout for videos covering these solutions as well. If you have any questions regarding LILIN's temperature measuring camera or any other solutions that we offer, please go ahead and reach out to LILIN's sales department. Don't forget to share this video and also make sure to subscribe and follow us as well for future updates on other solutions. Thanks so much for watching.